Collective. I am Sarah B. And this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me. And for this midweek pop up, helping you to get over the hump. I hope you guys are doing well and have had a magnificent start to the week. We have the full beaver moon tonight. It looks gorgeous out there, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you can, get out there and take a peek at it. It is absolutely magnificent. This is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Today, I'll be doing a midweek reading. I will be pulling cards for the overall energy from several different oracle decks. And then I will move on to pulling tarot cards for the questions that appear in the chat as I move through. Now, I take these questions in the order that they are appearing. So keep that in mind. I will get to everyone's, and I read them in the order that they appear. So no need to ask the question more than once. I will get to it, and you'll know it's your question when I read your handle. I read your handle before each question. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. I am very fortunate to be here with you guys, sharing in your energy. Once again, I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Let's go ahead, Spirit, and let's get started. For the overall energy, thank you. Okay, so we have... Can I have one more before we get started? No? Okay, so we have unexpected visitor. So some of you guys might have somebody dropping by or wanting to hang out. Somebody might just show up across your doorstep. Somebody might be coming into your energy that you weren't expecting. Now, I also heard that maybe some people are hoping for maybe they want a child or are trying to conceive, and unfortunately you get your period or something along those lines. So that could be creeping up on you. This could be somebody brings home a pet that was unexpected, or maybe you all of a sudden to decide to adopt an animal. Something along those lines. Now, I feel like you're a little apprehensive about all of the things that I just mentioned. This is, I know when, I guess it could be good or bad. When I was growing up and people just stopped by all the time, you know, there wasn't cell phones. Like if you're out and about in somebody's neighborhood and there wasn't a cell phone to contact somebody, sometimes people would just show up and be like, hey, I'm just stopping by. I hope things are okay. So, I mean, that kind of stuff happened all the time, and I kind of miss it a little bit. Like, it was fun, you know, seeing who's going to show up every once in a while. But some people you didn't want. People you did not want to see at all. I can remember, you know, telling my mom, you know, tell them I'm here or whatever. I'll be hiding in my room. But yeah, so unexpected visitors can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how it resonates for you. I always love an unexpected visitor. You know, it's always fun. Even if it's not, there's a story to tell. So But I do think that this is, I mean, by the look on this person's face, she is really surprised by whatever it is that's coming into their energy. We have spark. So I feel like some of you want to engage in something or start doing something. I'm feeling something creative. Um, Something might spark your interest. Hello, everybody. Spark your interest. This could be, like I said, something creative, something that maybe you put to the side at one point. Maybe you were passionate about some kind of craft that you were into, maybe music or painting or um, creating something, and you just fell out of it. Maybe you went away to school, maybe you started a family and you just didn't have time to do these things anymore. I think spirit is saying it's time to pick up on these things. It's a way to get out of your head. It's a way to release a lot of thoughts and anxiety by making yourself and pouring yourself into a creative atmosphere or creative energy. So you might want to revisit that if that's something that sparks joy, something that makes you feel happy. You want that energy. You want to surround yourself in that energy, and that could even be a person. So you want to, immerse yourself in the positivity of somebody. I know there's a lot of radiant energy out there. So get out there and be that radiant energy for other people. Okay, we have listening. Um, an energy of just being a sounding board for somebody, not giving your opinion if it's not asked for, kind of, using your intuition to feel out the room, to feel how people are reacting, and not judging and just listening and taking it all in, letting yourself be a safe place for somebody with that listening card. Okay, let's move on. I got a new oracle deck that just came yesterday. So let's go ahead and see what kind of energy it brings into our reading today. So I hope you guys are all good. All right, let's see what's going on. What messages from this deck, Spirit? What does the collective need to know from this deck? What messages? Thank you. Okay, so let's see. We have soul calling. We have listened to your soul's calling. It guides you towards your true purpose. So listen to downloads. Listen to your guides and guardians. They know what's best for you. It's time to really connect with them so you can know what path to go on. Listen for their advice. Ask them things. That's what they're there for. They're there to protect you, surround you, help you in any way possible, guide you. Let them do their job. Connect, and they will lead you on the right path. And now, if you don't choose that path, that's fine, because they're still going to have your back. And then it might take a second, but they're going to direct you back to your right path. So listen to these downloads, listen to these messages. Okay, we have surrenders peace, let go of inner resistance, surrender to the flow of life. All right. I was telling somebody today at my full-time job, and I said, it's the Taurus moon. So expect a lot of people to be stubborn. Some people might come across as stubborn or not wanting, you might not they might not want to change their minds, or they might be hard to get through to. So that inner resistance. So some people might have their guard up. They might be resisting some kind of opportunity that, is being laid in front of them. Um, they might, have built walls because of past relationships. But this is um, a sign to let go of that. Go with the flow. You don't have to control everything. Not everything is in our control. It's never how it was meant to be. If it comes, let it come. If it goes, let it go. Surrender to your higher power and know that they are guiding you to where you need to go and where you're supposed to go. We have the alchemist within. Seek and fulfill your personal legend. It is your true purpose. So stop living for somebody else. This is your path and your path alone. Yes, you are guided to fulfill your life with, a partner, with children, etc. But a lot of times as humans, we put ourselves on the back burners to give ourselves to other people. And we have to fulfill our own dreams. We have to nourish ourselves first so the other people in our lives can feed from us, can be nourished by us. So it's really important that we make ourselves a priority so other people can come to us and feel safe and flourish from our wisdom, our goodness. And if we're not fulfilled and we have other people depending on us, how are they going to be fulfilled? Okay, right now I am doing an overall energy for the collective. After I am through with the overall energy, I will be answering the questions that come up in the chat. Now I go through and ask as they come up. And so you don't have to ask more than once. You can ask your questions and I will get to it. You'll know it's your question because I'll read your handle first. But please feel free to ask questions while I am doing the overall energy. I go back up to the top of the chat and answer them in the order that they come in. So I will be getting to that probably in the next 15 minutes or so. All right, so we have soul companion. Cherish your soulmates. That's more than one soulmates. And I honestly believe that we are destined to have more than one soulmate for our lives. Like soulmates can be friends, soulmates can be family. Yes, they can be your partner as well. But there's more than one soulmate in your life. So it's cherish your soulmates with an S on the end. They accompany you in this journey of spiritual growth. So the people who are meant to come with you and to grow with you are going to be with you. Those who aren't growing, aren't leveling up, it doesn't mean that you have to rid them from your life, but they just might not be coming on the next journey with you. And then the universe will somehow, it might seem like they are slipping away from your life, or you might not be hearing from them as often, and that's nobody's fault. It's just you're growing in a different way and they're growing in a different way. There can still be that love for each other, that respect for each other, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be on the same path for your whole life. All right, so let's move on to the next deck. I hope everybody is well. I hope that everybody is enjoying their week. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Right now, I am doing the overall collective reading, giving the overall energy for this reading, and then I will be taking your questions. And I read them in the order they come in through the chat. I pull 2 cards per question. You'll know which your question is being answered because I'll read your handle before I will pull the cards. So I have a couple more decks to go through, but I just wanted to let you know how I work on this channel. So be patient. I will get to your questions. I do start at the top of the chat and answer them in the order they were received. So even if you're saying me, doesn't mean I'm going to get to you any faster. You only have to ask your question once. I will get to it. You don't have to spam the chat with questions over and over again, because I will get to your question. You just have to be a little patient. I'm going to give you just as much respect as I give everybody else when answering their questions. Okay, I'm shuffling for the collective spirit for this reading. This is a timeless reading, by the way. General reading for all zodiac signs. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's always welcome. Okay, some of you are going through a major shift. I feel like that's a lot. The whole world's going through a major shift, man. It is really energetic. But I do feel like people personally are going through a lot. There's a struggle. And that's why I'm always saying I'm a big advocate of mental health and clearing your mind and focusing on, clarity and healing, or trying to, your anxiety and depression, self-awareness, reflection. All of it is healing energy. And if I had known that when I was younger, oh my gosh, I feel like I would have been a much stronger person in my youth. But you know what? You're guided to do what you're guided to do in the time frame you're supposed to. So, not to dwell on that, but I do feel like a lot of people are going through changes. And I feel like a lot of people are struggling. And a lot of people feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but feel like they're stigmatized because maybe they think they're the only ones. I feel like a lot of healers right now are kind of secluding themselves because of the negativity out in the world. We're kind of more inclined to stay in and be with our family and friends, or maybe ourselves, because it's a lot, and a lot of empaths pick up on that energy, and then it becomes overwhelming. But if you can possibly get out there and become a radiant energy for people, I'm not saying that you have to put up some kind of political game or whatever. Just be out there and be yourself. If you're a spiritual person, live that. Let people see you being the person you are with kindness and your big heart and your integral personality and living your true self, because people recognize that and will want that healing energy and will mirror that healing energy. And that's what we need in the world, is people to mirror integral energy, to do the right things, to trust the right people, to lead people in the right direction. And if people can see healers out there just being them, it's so important, because then it becomes people will mirror us. And the more people being integral and happy and shining their radiance in the correct place, then it's going to be contagious. And I know it's hard because, again, anxiety, depression, the heaviness out there, but I try to push myself to get out. I really do. And sometimes it is so hard because, you know, I pick up on a lot of energy. So I'm just like, do I want to do this? You know, it's like, okay, I'm going to go get dressed. Okay, I'm going to go, you know, do my hair. Okay, I'm going to go put on, and like, so I may have to do it in increments. And I might be stalling, but I really do try to get out and show people that it's okay. You know, you don't have to be perfect, but it's super, super important that people see us shining. And I hope that you guys feel the same way and try to get out there too. And it's not an easy time of year to get out there. I know the holidays are a big struggle for a lot of people. But if you can, I encourage it, because the world needs that change. And we have to, you know, we can do it individually. We don't have to go on a global level if we don't have that platform, but we can do it in our own neighborhoods and communities, and just be that light that people need. People want it. I know people want to heal. I know it. All right, Spirit, what else from this deck does the collective need to hear? What else from this deck? What else, Spirit? No other. Thank you. Wave of emotions. So I feel like some of you are I feel like some of you are actually holding back your emotions. Some of you, and holding back your emotions is leading to this anxiety and depression. And maybe you don't have an outlet. Maybe you don't, you know, like I said earlier, stigmatized. Like people feel like they're the only ones that are feeling this way. And it's important for you to feel your feels. We all are human. But please, like I say all the time, do not dwell in it. It's you have to work on your shadow self. We all have our shadow self. Okay, this should not be stigmatized. Like whatever makes us us is us, and it's beautiful. We all have a shadow self that needs to be brought to light. All of us. And it's important, especially during these dark months, to touch on it, to heal, to be introspective and reflective, and figure out why we are the way we are. And see, I mean, she is a darkened figure, like a shadow in this card because of the emotions. So touch on that shadow self. And yes, it is an emotional process. And yes, you will shed a tear or two, but it's just such a relief. And then when those triggers come in, then you don't have to suppress it anymore. You can feel it, maybe for a day or two, and let it go. And you don't have to push it down anymore because you know you've healed. You understand how to cope with it. Okay, let's see what else, if anything else from this card. Okay, then I'm moving on, Spirit. Okay, with this deck, it's some messages from your higher power, just kind of some healing messages to take with us. Okay, so we have take a hot bath or shower. Oh, what a healing thing. A shower meditation, letting, you know, the day's energy just, you know, go right down the drain. It feels so nice to be able to wash that energy off of you and to start refreshed and energized and a clean slate. What else, Spirit, in this deck? What messages do you have for the collective Thank you. We have considered getting additional schooling or training. So maybe this is the ideal time to go ahead with your goals. Remember, I said we get this path. And yes, it's a path that we are connected with family and friends and partners and children. But it's also our path. So maybe this is an indication for you to follow your passions. It says additional schooling or training, but maybe this could be, something that open a business or something that you want and have been thinking about doing. Okay, we have eat nutritious food. Pay attention to our bodies and what we're putting into them. Anything else? Thank you. Okay, so we have take a break. Nobody ever won an award for exhausting themselves, for overworking. So make sure you are taking a break, eating nutritiously. Maybe you're skipping meals because you're working so hard. So make sure you're concentrating on this healing energy and focus on the physical aspect of your being and not just the spiritual. And try something new. Maybe there's something that you've been wanting to do or try, something that entices you. This might be your moment to do that. Okay. Now this is going to be the messages from whoever is on your mind. It is messages of love. Now this could be love of any kind, depending on who you think about when I read the message. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be your partner, this could be a booty call, this could be a situationship. However it resonates with you when I read the message is who it's meant to be from. So let's see here, what messages does the collective need to hear for today? Thank you. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. So don't be in that rush. Divine timing. If it took this long to get to you, what is the rush? It's, forever can start today. If it took this long for you to recognize, then why rush things? Let things play out as they were supposed to play out. Let divine timing take its course. Let go of the reins and trust your higher power. Lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Okay, not everybody has to be our forever person. Some people come into our lives to teach us lessons. And the lesson could be, this is not the traits I want in a partner. Something simple as that. So with every relationship, make sure you're taking the lessons with that. Okay. What do we have here? Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. So accepting something the way it is and letting it go is huge. That's a momentous step. And when you're able to do it, first of all, you should celebrate, because it's not easy letting go of something that meant so much to you. For you accepting the way things are supposed to be. It's a hard thing to wrap your head around. But when you do, and you're able to release that and let go of that energy, so much beautiful energy comes back to you. It's like you're a magnet for good energy. once you're able to do that. Okay, and the last deck before I move on to tarot. Thank you for your patience. I know I've gone on a couple of tangents throughout this overall energy, so I appreciate you guys and your patience. Sometimes you're just guided, you know, to talk. Sometimes you're guided to listen. And I guess my guidance was today to talk. Love's disguise. Go beyond superficial looks and see who they truly are. Okay, so maybe somebody's asking you to take down, you know, a wall. Maybe somebody is asking you to be more vulnerable in a situation. Maybe you want somebody to be more vulnerable. This could be somebody that she started off as very physical relationship, and now you find it yourself being more attracted to them on an emotional level. Okay, we have laid to rest. Let go of lingering disputes and make peace. So maybe you have been fighting with a loved one, or maybe there's been a disconnection of some kind. This might be your sign to, you know, let go of the past, you know, move forward. Were the things that you keep bringing up from the past, you know, the petty things, are they worth it to constantly keep bringing up? Time to bury that stuff and move on so you can move past them and build on your relationship rather than keep moving backwards. Okay, so let's see what else. Can I have one more card before I move on to the tarot for the collective? Okay, so I am shuffling, trying to get the last card for the collective overall energy, and then I'm moving on to the tarot portion. I'll be answering questions in the chat. I scroll all the way back up to the top and answer questions in the order they were received. You'll know it's your question because I'll read the handle before I read. Thank you. I read the question. So we have two cards. Turbulence. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. So try to see the other person's point of view. Try to keep an open mind and an open heart. And maybe you don't agree on everything, but maybe you can agree to disagree and then move past it. Okay, we have trusted ties, build rapport, believe in mutual respect, just as I was saying. Keep an open heart and an open mind when people are giving their point of views. We're not all built the same. You know, we have different thoughts and different theories about things and different beliefs. But if we keep an open heart, you might learn something that you haven't yet discovered about somebody else or yourself. And beyond within mutual respect and respond with understanding. So it's all about discovery of the human heart, and learning to accept people exactly the way they are. And you don't have to love everybody. You don't have to, but I mean, what I say that you don't have to love everybody, meaning they don't have to be in your energy all the time, but it's important to love them as a human being and respect the fact that everybody has different beliefs and different ideas, and being there for somebody, you know, and opening your heart and listening to what they have to say. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't, but maybe you learn something, like I said, about yourself or about them. All right, so let's go ahead and get going on the tarot. I'm lighting another incense to get started. Okay, so let me give this a good shuffle, and I'm going to scroll up to the top. Thank you, Spirit. Shuffling for the collective and their questions. Okay. And for everybody who said hello, I'm saying a big hi back to you with virtual hugs. I hope everybody is doing well. Okay, so first we have Rezia. Hello, I hope you are well. Please may I know if Murshad has energy. What is Murshad's energy today? What is Murshad's energy towards Rezia? What is Murshad's? Thank you. Can I have one more card? Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like there's a drained energy. He could be even in debt of some kind, or debted to somebody, or maybe just made a big purchase. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. What other energy for Murshad? What other energy for Murshad? For Rezia. Going for Rezia. Regarding Murshad. Anything else here? Okay, so we have wish fulfillment. So it looks like maybe he's investing in something. Maybe they just bought a big purchase, maybe a house or a car. It's like they manifested something and it came through. But I feel like they had to put some money out for it. Like this could be an investment, like I said, a house or a car or a big investment. Maybe they started a new company. Okay. Hi, Jazz. Jazz wants to know, will Thanksgiving holidays be a good one this year? Okay, so we have the Temperance card that came out. So Spirit's saying you to trust that things will be good. It's like the universe is working on something for you. I have the Seven of Cups, which means things will become more clear. I feel like closer to Thanksgiving, things are going to become more clear. Okay, Rezia asked, hi, I am getting synchronicities. Have I tapped into something gifted? Shuffling for Rezia. What is the energy with these synchronicities and Rezia? What is the energies with these synchronicities? Thank you. I feel like make sure that like if you're telling somebody this or somebody in your circle, make sure that you can trust them. We have the Seven of Swords. I feel like this is somebody who might take advantage. of your gifts, especially if they see and realize how gifted you are. So just make sure you're staying away from negative energy. Make sure you're protecting your energy. Asking your guides and guardians to protect you. I know we like to think that people in our lives wouldn't do that kind of stuff to us, but it's a very true thing when people, not everybody in our lives wants to see us happy. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. So being nostalgic, you might be connecting with your ancestors. Some of these, your ancestors might be actually giving you downloads, and I feel like you might be connecting with them more. Like the veil is very thin right now, so that's not a surprise to me that you would be connecting with the 5D. So you might be getting even more downloads coming in from your ancestors within the month of November when the veil is very thin. Okay, hi Renew, how are you? Of course you can ask a question. Jazz asks, what is my higher purpose for me? Okay. You know what? I have a higher purpose deck. It's a life purpose deck from Doreen Virtue. So let's ask from this deck. For Jazz. Spirit, I'm shuffling for Jazz. Wants to know what their higher purpose is. Can you give some insight into Jazz regarding her higher purpose or the energy towards her higher purpose? What is the energy there for Jazz's higher purpose? What is the energy for Jazz? She wants to know about her higher purpose. Nothing is coming out. Thank you. Are you musical at all? Or do you like to listen to music? It says your connection to music is healing for yourself. So that might help you meditate or connect with your thoughts. Teaching. You inspire young people to learn. Anything else? And we have yoga. And on here she's meditating. So really connecting with your body through yoga or meditation, healing, reflection, being self-aware. Okay, Firmino, hello there. Okay, let's see. Firmino would like a career message. Shuffling for Firmino. Thank you. Oh, it looks like you have a lot on your plate right now with this 10 of Wands. A lot of weight on your shoulders is what I just heard. I feel like this is being a little disappointed. You're not giving up. Didn't we get that before? You're not giving up on whatever energy that you are fighting for, and I feel like you're fighting for something. You're not giving up, but there's a disappointment here. Oh wow, this is work. So you've been working really hard. But there is something disappointing happening. But you're telling yourself you're not going to give up. You're not throwing in a towel just yet. And I just heard they haven't heard the last of me. So there's something that you're not willing to give up on. But something has really disappointed you here. Okay, Southern Girl Daryl. Hello! Daryl asks, can you tell me if my daughter Joanna is pregnant? Let's see. Thank you. That's crazy because I just shuffled the cards and the same cards that came out for Firmino came out for you. That again. No, this is okay. So we have the 5 of Cups in reverse, which means they are tired of things that aren't serving them. They're concentrating on themselves and their healing. Now we also have the 2 of Wands in reverse, which means making a choice. But first they have to see clarity on this choice. So they're putting it off. I don't know if they've done the research but there's something that they're waiting on before they make this choice. So I don't know if that has anything to do with pregnancy, but that is the energy that is surrounding her. Okay, Jazz asks, how does Marissa Martinez energy around me surrounding, congratulating her for her baby? Okay, so what is Marissa's energy towards Jazz? What is Marissa's energy towards Jazz? Marissa's energy towards Jazz. What do we have? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I see that she did receive your texts. She might have been working at the time or something along those lines. Or maybe too busy. Or juggling a lot of things. And I don't think she's had a chance to respond. Yeah, I do feel like she got your text. You know, the Ace of Swords is all about communication. And it's in the upright, so I do feel like she got your text. But I feel like she might have been busy or juggling. There's a lot going on, especially with a new baby. So I do understand that she wasn't able to respond to your text. Hi, Sun Psychic. I hope you're good. So good to see you here. Oh, thanks, Jazz. I love you guys too. Okay, so Aisha Sharif wants to know, is Ahmad Hazim feeling thoughts for me? Is Ahmad Hazim feeling any thoughts for Aisha? Shuffling for Aisha. Any thoughts? What is Ahmad's energy towards Aisha? Ahmad Hazim's energy towards Aisha. Aisha. Shuffling for Aisha. My question is, why don't... What is the... Okay. I feel like Ahmad is... He might be thinking of something else. something that's not necessarily good for him or them. Um, this could be, it could be they're overworked. I mean, that's being overworked, workaholic is a thing. Maybe they are obsessed with something. Maybe they are an addict of some kind. Um, Maybe they are, it's something that's not serving them. So this has been consuming their thoughts, whatever this is, whatever it may be, is consuming them, and they're not really thinking of much else. Now we have the high priestess in reverse. So they're not even being intuitive right now because of they're so entranced by what's going on here. There's like not an energy connection between you guys right now because of what's happening here. Whatever this is, whatever the distraction is here, is the problem. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be another person, but it could be, like I said, it could be being overworked. It could have something to do with, any kind of addiction. There's a million of them. But something is distracting them, and it's like they're obsessed with it. And it's consuming all of their thoughts. Okay, so Renu says, my question is why I don't feel like I fit in with my society. Is it just a soul thing, or is there other reasons? Okay, so I have the King of Wands. Just came out right when I was reading that. Okay, so this could be your energy. Somebody who they're actually very, very energetic. One of the most energetic cards in the deck is the King of Wands. And they can use that energy in a good way or a bad way. But they have like a lot of foresight. They also have a lot of charisma. They stand out. Maybe it's this is a sign to embrace your differences. There's so many people who love the artistic weirdos, or people who think differently, but it's scary to be that change, especially in a society that isn't accepting. But I do feel like you have a lot to offer. A lot of passion, a lot of spontaneity, a lot of things to talk about. I feel like you have so much knowledge about things that, like not just like current events and like, but also like book smarts and street smarts. I just feel like there's so many things that you're knowledgeable about, and people would love to learn from you, but I'm not sure you have the confidence to get out there and put yourself out there like that. It's scary. Is there anything else, Spirit? I'm shuffling and shuffling for Renew. Can I get another card? Thank you. Knight of Swords. This is about, again, seeking knowledge, digging deeper into the knowledge that you already have. It's about something coming to you all of a sudden, like an aha moment, like this is how I can fit in. You know, I mean, I don't know where you're from or anything about you actually, but I feel like maybe you can find similar like-minded people somewhere in your vicinity. I just feel like it's going to come to you all of a sudden how you're able to shine your light the way you're meant to. Um you haven't you haven't gotten there yet, but it's coming. It's like you are I feel like you're a leader, especially with this King of Wands. It's like you're moving from knight to king. Like the expansion of knowledge and passion of your knowledge is it's an expansion of who you are and growing in your passions. But I think if you meditate on it and manifest, it's going to come to you. Connect with your ancestors and your higher power and ask for downloads of the path you need to take to see where your light was meant to shine. Then you will get your answers. Because I do feel like this is growth. This is you getting that aha moment and then running with it and making a passion out of it, creating a life from it. I just don't think you're there yet, but it's coming. Scorpio says, thank you, Jungle Samuel. I appreciate you. Scorpio says, B, you seem like a beautiful person. It's all inside and out. So sweet. You always come on and try to help people be positive. And oh, you're a light for many. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what a compliment. Thank you so much. Can I ask what R's feelings and intentions on reaching out to me? Okay, where does R stand with Scorpio? What energy? Thank you. What do we... Oh, we have Emperor energy here. This is somebody that you like a lot. But I feel like either you or he is in your heads about this relationship. Like, I feel like you just need to let it happen. And, like, make sure you are communicating your feelings. I feel like both of you are up in your heads about the way you guys are thinking and how you guys are feeling towards each other. Maybe you haven't expressed that yet. Maybe you're not at that point. But I do feel like you guys think about each other an awful lot. But I do feel like both of you, I feel like, are in your head and are wondering what each other are thinking. How do they feel? And like I said, maybe you're not at that point in your relationship to have that discussion, but I do feel like you make this person feel like this emperor. You make this person feel really, really good about themselves, and I hope they're making you feel that way too. Now, will R reach out to Scorpio? Will R reach out to Scorpio 1180? What is their energy about communicating with Scorpio? What's their energy about communication? Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, which is releasing. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Because I'm feeling like maybe I feel like you have a lot of apprehension towards Scorpio. I mean, towards R. You're not sure. You're not sure what to make of this person. You're not sure if you like them or you don't. Feel like you're very wishy-washy about this relationship. It's like you're often asking yourself, could my time be better used elsewhere? I don't know. I feel like there's a release, like you're thinking about, is this the end? Maybe this person has been ghosting you and now you feel like you're done. You're moving on. You're welcome, Jungle Samuel. Okay, Rezia says, please may I have a reading? Of course. Pulling a couple cards from Rezia for her energy, the overall energy for Rezia. What's coming in for Rezia? What is coming in for Rezia? I hope you guys have all gone to my channel and looked at your monthly zodiac sign readings. So far, we have air signs posted as well as fire signs. So that's half of you guys are up there. Water signs get released tomorrow and earth signs on Friday. So it would be really supportive if you would please go and like your zodiac sign reading and maybe comment something lovely. Or even if it's not lovely, give me some criticism. I can handle it. Let me know what I can do better. Please, if you have any critiques. I am open mind, open heart. I do exactly as I tell you to do. So I want to learn. I want to be better. So let me know what's working for you, what's not working for you. Yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when your signs are going up or when I'm going live. All right, so we have for Rezia the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you're missing some opportunities. I feel like you're missing some social opportunities here. Maybe somebody is interested in taking you out. Somebody is interested. This is the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody might be interested in taking you on a date or is interested in getting to know you on a more emotional level. So pay attention to that. That energy might be coming in for you. Yo, Neener, how's it going? Hello. Could you draw 2 messages for me? Okay, so we have 1. Okay, so we have a few cards that came out. So let's see here. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. It feels like it's unfocused energy. I feel like it might be unfocused because you have a lot going on that you need to release. Or I feel like there might be some kind of energy, some kind of residual energy from something that needs to be released. This could be from the past. Something that you're not focused on, something that you have is playing in the back of your mind a lot that you need to get rid of. You have to detach from that. This could be an old partner. This could be even an old best friend or relationship, or maybe even a family member. But It's blocking you from moving forward, blocking you from other relationships coming into you. You know, we have to disconnect from the old before we can make room for the new. So the universe knows that they're not going to give you brand new energy when you're still stuck in that old energy. It's not fair to either one. So there's definitely something that needs to be there's a disconnection that needs to happen. Now I also feel like this is going to be, in a sense, it's going to be self-care for you, because you're taking care of yourself, you're putting yourself first, and to let those new energies come towards you. It's a sense of self-care. You're not sitting in this past energy. You're willing to move forward. You're willing to do what you have to do to get on the correct path. Okay. See, AB knows you have to move on. Thank you, AB. Yes, AB also says to choose for your own peace. Exactly. Jazz says, will my cousin Timmy ever apologize to me? What is Jazz's energy with cousin Timmy? Okay, so I do feel like this has been an energy that might have been keeping you up, or it's been playing in the recesses of your mind, but you need to let go of it. This is the Nine of Swords. You need to let go of that energy. Who the hell is cousin Timmy? I mean, he's not in charge of you. He's not in charge of everybody in your family, nor does he speak for everybody. So, you have to let go of that energy. You know? So we have the Six of Wands. Yep, it's going to get calmer if you stop listening to people like cousin Timmy. Okay, you can't let this shit bother you. Who's cousin Timmy? No one. No one. He's not speaking for everybody in your family. Do you think your whole family trusts cousin Timmy? Because I don't. Nobody's going to trust somebody like that to tell them their deepest, darkest secrets. Come on. All right, so AB, moving right along. My mom also treats me bad. Oh, no empathy of respect, so I move on from that. Good. It's hard, but you have to detach, and it sucks, and it's hurtful at first, and over time, although you never heal from it, it becomes your new normal. And if you don't, like you said, it turns into something toxic if you don't address it. And it's so important. AB, you are dead on. If you don't move on from something, then it's like so toxic. And you just have to, it's not easy, like I said, but does become the new normal. You have to move on. Like after my father died, my brother and sister stopped talking to me. They live in the same town I do. They block me on all social media. They don't even act like I exist. And they've not only disconnected from me, but they've disconnected from my son and my 2 grandkids. They've never even met my grandkids. So I get what you're saying. Like, it sucks. Do I wish they were around for the holidays? Do I wish I could call my brother and chit chat about how the week's been? Of course I do. But when you have that toxic energy, you have to disconnect from it. No matter how hard you try and keep trying, at some point you have to say, you know what? This is my higher power's way of saying, I get it. They're not meant to be in my life. I have to move on, and there's a reason for it. Not everybody was meant to be on the same path as you. Unfortunately, even family. So my heart goes out to you, but I do. I get that. I get that. Oh, so your coworker is a manipulator. Well, that's not a surprise. I feel like, you know, coworkers, they are, I mean, they want to move along, they want to make money, they want to, do what they need to do to survive. And I just feel like even though these people are in our energy day in and day out, they're ultimately going to do what they need to do and for themselves. And just be careful who you're trusting at work. It's really, really important. Okay, so Shasta McNasty, hello. Oh my gosh. Oh, you got your disability finally. Oh, I am so happy to hear that. Oh, that's amazing. Yay. Cheers to you. AB says, why don't you speak to the manager? Oh, okay. You're talking to Jungle Samuel. Okay, so Shasta McNasty says, I would love to know what I should do next in my future. So, yes, do a channel. I will be your follower, your first follower. Okay, I'm shuffling for Shasta. They want to know what they should do. What is in their energy? What direction do their guides want them to head in? Thank you. I feel like, well, this is the Seven of Pentacles that just flew out about planting seeds. So I feel like you're either planting seeds or you're about to plant seeds, networking, starting your own thing, researching about how to get started on certain things. So I do feel like you're planting seeds, you're getting started, you're trying to figure out the next step. Um, and we have the page, yeah, you're learning. Did I just say research? Research. Page of Swords is about researching, learning, trying to figure out the next step so you can start in that whatever direction you choose. But I'd love it to be a channel. I would. I'm so happy for you, Shasta. I'm going to take this for a little self-promotion here. I'm Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for joining me. I am right now, I'm answering questions from the chat. I'm answering them in order that they come over, pulling 2 cards for each question. You'll know it's your question because I'm going to read your handle before I answer the question. This is a timeless reading. So whenever you're seeing it, you are meant to see it. It's for all zodiac signs, so everybody is welcome. Please click on like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell that will let you know when I am going live or posting new readings. So please, please, please click on like and subscribe. And I post monthly tarot readings too for every zodiac sign, so please check that out. I just posted air and fire on Monday or Tuesday and Wednesday. That's today. And Thursday will be water, and then Friday will be earth. So after this reading, click on my channel so you can see your zodiac sign reading. And please like and comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want me to do anything differently. I'm open to critiquing and criticism. I try to keep an open heart and an open mind, just as I advise you to do. I have to take my own advice. So please let me know. I would love to know how you feel about it, what you think. But anywho, that's me, and I'm moving right along. Let's see the next question. Does Adia love me? Let's see. This is for Deb Smith Duda. Dada. Dev Smith. Smita. Oh my gosh. I am. Okay. Dev Smith Aduda. Does Aida love me? Okay. So I feel like this person thinks about you a lot to the point where they are thinking about you at night. It's hard for them to sleep because they put so much thought into you. So I do feel like there is an energy connection because I feel like you almost do the same thing. And it's like you guys are thinking about each other and there's just this energy between you guys. You guys are keeping yourselves awake and you don't even realize it. Okay, so there's going to be some changes coming in. Planned changes. So I don't know if they are going to... Are you guys going to connect? I feel like there's a connection coming up here. I'm going to clarify this. Spirit, I am shuffling for Smita Duda regarding Adita. What's the energy there? What is this change that's coming in? Are they going to connect? Oh, there's a good energy coming in with this Eight of Pentacles. Somebody needs to connect. Somebody needs to be the first one to take the step. Yes, somebody needs to be the first one. And I see good energy coming in here. Yeah, there's going to be a calmness. Once the first step is taken, it's all going to happen so naturally from there. But somebody's got to take the first step. So, who's it going to be? You or Adita? Okay, so Jungle Samuel said, how did my ex, the father of my first child, look at me today? It's been a long time. How did Jungle Samuel's ex, first child, look at me today? Like you were following your own path. Okay, so to them, it looks like everything is great for you. Okay, because remember the Eight of Cups and the Rider-Waite has all the cups stacked up and the person walking away. Now, that cup signifies, all those cups are in the upright. So to everybody else, it looks like things are amazing. All the cups are upright. There's 8 of them. I mean, life is good, right? They don't realize that there's something missing. They don't realize that there's something in your heart that you've been waiting for. So the question was how he looked at you. He looks at you like you have it all. That's how you're presenting yourself as a queen. He doesn't know anything other than that. So that's how he's looking at you. You're presenting yourself as a queen. So that's a good thing. Okay, Renew says, thank you, Sarah. The collective reading was epic. Oh, thank you so much. I love hearing that. I'm so glad it connects with people. My ancestors must have run out of data. I love your sense of humor. Yeah, maybe some healing music. That's what I was thinking, like chanting, or what, sometimes when I, even like if I'm, active or like cleaning my house and I put on music and just like raising your energy and connecting with music. Like sometimes I'll put on my favorite album or whatever and just dance and sing, and it's raising your energy and you're connecting with yourself. Um, in your body and your soul, and having that energy rise is such an amazing connection too. It doesn't always have to be about listening to chanting or, megahertz or whatever when you're meditating. Yes, there's a time and a place for that, but it doesn't have to be that. Just giving you the wide range of of raising your energy. Um, Jazz wants to know. Oh, and thank you, AB, for adding that. I appreciate you. Okay, Jazz says, what good things are coming in for me? Spirit, what does Jazz need? Oops, thank you. Okay. I feel like there is some healing that you need to do. I feel like you have to connect to yourself emotionally and try to understand yourself better. I'm not sure that I feel like you need to connect with your higher self. Introspection, reflection, and start planting seeds, start manifesting of what you want in life. And stop asking questions about what's coming and start making your own bold choices. And knowing that spirit's going to have your back, knowing that you're going to be taken care of by taking these opportunities and these risks. And AB is also asking, would like to know what good will come into my life. Okay, Spirit, AB, shuffling for AB, what is coming into their lives? Okay, so first card is Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like I just got this vision of like you're standing watching the disappointments of the year go around you like a wheel. And then finally, you're seeing the lessons that you've learned, the opportunities to take those lessons, like to rid yourself of toxicity. And that's what's helping you move forward. Because that's half the battle, is realizing what's toxic and what's not. So I feel like it's time that that energy of raising your vibration after so much disappointment and seeing the lessons is playing a big part in the universe blessing you with good fortune and many blessings. Now we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, which means you're done controlling situations. You're finally letting go of the reins and watching the universe work its magic on you. Watching the goodness come in. Letting the goodness come in. Because now that you've let go of control, now that you've given it to your higher power, you're just watching that energy come in for you. You're like a magnet. So watch that come in for you. M Love 1010, hello there. M Love asks, when will I get a boyfriend? M Love wants to know about romance coming into their energy. Oh, well, how about it? This could be the sorry. I am being corny. I apologize. The Knight of Cups coming in, so this could be somebody approaching you, wanting to make an emotional connection, wanting to ask you out on a date, but I feel like this person coming in you have shot down. You said there is, I don't want your emotional connection. So, next. Um, unfortunately, I feel like um, you, and I hate to say this because it's like you can't feel an attraction for everybody. But I feel like Spirit's asking you to open up your heart and your mind a little bit more and make it a little bit more expansive to get to know people on like a heart level, an emotional level, rather than just a physical level. Um, and if you take the time to talk to them, and if then you decide that you don't want to date them, then fine. You don't have to marry them. They don't have to be your boyfriend, but just the giving them a chance, seeing if there's any potential is what you're being called to do, because you may be missing a lot of opportunities by just going off of what you see. Hello, the real. Okay, Jungle Samuel says, how did my... Oh, I already answered that one. Okay, Aisha wants to know who her person would be obsessed with. Is it her? Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, which means it's a rough. And then the Nine of Swords in reverse. I think there's too much thinking, too much... I don't think it's obsessed with you. I think they're obsessed with something that's not good for them. Hello, Bernadette. Bernadette asks, hi, what do my guides have for me? What should I do about my current situation? Okay, so first we're going to ask about what the guides, what's the overall energy here? Okay, so we have, I feel like you're starting to put a lot of thought into something, thought into healing. I feel like you're being guided to be drawn in to, like, to heal to yourself, to be drawn into yourself, really, to touch on your shadow self and to really see what brought you to where you are today. I feel like your guides and guardians are trying to connect with you. I also feel a energy of independence, of I feel like you're working your butt off at something. I don't know if this is like actual, there's a lot of opportunities coming in for you, or you're creating opportunity. And you're putting a lot of thought into changing, into healing, into leveling up is what I just heard. Thank you, Spirit. I was struggling for that. To leveling up, making yourself a better person, and trying to be more of a guide for people, an inspiration, a bright light. And this is taking work. I feel like your journey hasn't just begun. This is a journey that you've been on, but right now you are really focusing on, like, you're really working at it, really working to change yourself, to change your lifestyle and the way you think about things. Okay, so now the next part of Bernie's question was, what should I do about my current situation? What should Bernie do about her current situation? Thank you. Okay, I'm seeing that this might be something, there's a distraction. Okay, so first of all, there's a huge opportunity coming in for you. So you don't want to miss that, but I feel like you might miss it because you're being distracted by something. Now, the 5 of Cups is focusing on something that's not the opportunity that you're asking for. And it might be because you are fixated on the way you want something to come in, and it might not look how you want it to, but it might already be in your life. So you keep looking for this other thing when it's already here. So Spirit's saying, yes, I hear you manifesting. Yes, I see you working hard on bringing this into fruition. But take a look around you because it's here. It's just not the way you thought it would come in. So take a look around you for your current situation, because what you've been asking to be guided towards might be already in your life. I know that sounds really vague, but it's only a 2-card reading. I'm so sorry. Sometimes you can only answer so much with 2 cards. Thank you, Bernie. Okay, so Jazz says, who is coming in for love life for me? Okay, what is Jazz? What's coming in as far as love for Jazz? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. So that means you need to work on filling your own cups. You need to work on healing yourself before you're able to move forward. But once you do move forward, you're going to be in total abundance. That is going to free up love to come in towards you. But right now, you got to focus on cleaning up your own emotional well-beings before you can invite anybody else into this. So work on healing yourself, and then that's going to bring in love. AB says, need to go to sleep. Maybe you can read something for me soon when you have time. Sure. AB, shuffling for AB. Okay, so I see that there might be a disconnection with somebody that you have a close emotional connection with. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it could be. This could also be a partnership or a friendship or a family member. But I feel like there's been a disconnection. There's been like an emotional divide there. I do feel like there's going to be an opportunity, AB, for this to be rectified. So if you're looking to rectify it, look for the opportunity to do so. It's going to be coming in for you. Thank you, AB, and I hope you have a good night. Sarah, I'm uplifted after you answered my question. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so Jazz says, what's the synchronicities that I've been seeing? Is that to elevate my spiritual gift? Art, what am I missing? Okay, so I did get strengthened. So it might be to elevate, to strengthen your spiritual gift. Yeah, the opportunity to strengthen your spiritual gift. So yes, the synchronicities are for that reason. Okay, and Scorpio says, thank you, beautiful. The reading resonates, and and I am really confused right now. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you are keeping your chin up, Scorpio. Shasta McNasty is your channel by the same name. Yes, my channel is the same name. Just B Tarot. That's me. Because your readings are on point, and I'll definitely leave positive feedback. Oh, thank you so much, Shasti. You know I love when you come in. You're so real. You haven't been answering questions. I could go back. I answered every question you asked. Jungle Samuel. And I say your handle before I answer. Okay, Lady A 5454. Hi dear, what to expect coming in my love life? What does Lady A, what should they expect coming in? What should they expect coming in to their love life? Okay, so there's about 10 more minutes left to this reading, so just an FYI. But I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, so we have something is about to be revealed to you. Okay, something that might be coming in from the past, or somebody that might be coming in from the past, or somebody who wants to come in from the past, but for some reason there's a stuck energy. Are you still connected with some old love that you haven't disconnected from yet? Because there's an energy that wants to come in for you, but they're not able to. And usually that's because that there's still connection to old energy. So this might be your higher power saying you have to disconnect from your old energy, cut ties, and this new energy will come in. New love will come in for you once you cut ties with your old energy. Aisha, how are you? Good to see you too. Okay, so Yo Neener says, thank you for my reading, Sarah. You are, oh, thank you so much, Neeners. I hope to see you next time. Aisha says, please tell me how Cray Cray is doing. How is Cray Cray, the kitty cat, doing? How is Cray Cray doing? Aisha's cat, Cray Cray, how's she doing? How is the cat doing, Cray Cray? Asking for Aisha. Ugh. I thought I was doing good today. I only dropped a couple of cards. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So things are calming down. I feel like they were depressed at first and maybe a little scared. But I do feel like things are calming down for them with the Five of Wands in reverse. So that's a good thing. They're getting used to their environment. An animal communicator said he seemed to have been injured in a cat fight and was near a trash can. No, see, I'm not getting that at all. You know, I already told you what what the cards were saying. Like, somebody else found him and they're in charge of this cat. This is the Six of Wands. So they're living nicely. This is being put on a pedestal. People doting on them. So I don't see... Anytime I've read for Cray Cray, I have not seen that they're just out and about. Can we have another card for Cray Cray? Okay, so we have Seven of Wands 2. So I do see that they might have had to defend themselves. But I don't feel like... It could have been a cat fight, but it might be other cats in the house. I do see moving forward. I mean, we'd go from Six of Wands to Seven of Wands. I feel like this cat is being taken care of, though. I don't feel like there's been any kind of harm. And I don't really see a trash... I mean, I don't see a trash can. I don't know. But, I mean, obviously I'm not an animal communicator. So you might want to take what they say. So I don't know. Okay, so what kind of connection did H and I have? What kind of connection did Aisha have with H? Well, he thought of you in this Empress energy as somebody they thought they could grow with. Maybe they wanted to raise a family with you. We have the... And then it's like, for some reason, they walked out of your life. But I feel like it was over something petty. You're welcome, Jazz. Okay, there's 3 minutes left, and then I'm going to sign off. What is the current energy of A towards me? What is the current energy of A towards Isha? What is the current energy? Okay, I do see that there's something about work here. There's a lot of pentacles here. Work, working out, working it out. An emotional connection. So, something working out and creating an emotional connection. That makes sense. Oh, I'm not sure. They won't talk to me to discuss any kind of issues, so I wish I knew. I mean, I have an idea, but what can you do? Becomes the new normal. It doesn't make me any less sad, but I can't, like, you have to grow. You have to, like AB was saying, you have to move on from that toxicity and realize that this is the way things are going to be and accept it. And acceptance is a real thing. I think that was one of our overall energy cards, acceptance, and, letting go and moving forward. But thank you for your thoughts. I appreciate that. I know. I just saw you a little while ago. You'll have to go back and watch the collective reading. Okay, Aisha says, what do R and I need to do to get the house in order? What do Art and Aisha need to do to get the house in order? Thank you. Okay, there needs to be like a restart here. Can I get another card for Isha about her house? Thank you. Okay, so I feel like if you... Okay, there has to be like an ending to whatever habits you are doing. And in order to maintain your house, you're going to have to change those habits. Because what you're doing now isn't being productive. But I feel like if you change your habits and your thoughts and your lifestyle and create this energy of order and cleaning up clutter and getting rid of things you don't need, then that's creating energy for good to come in. So if you're able to do that, because it's not just about cleaning up, it's also about changing your habits. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel. Like I said, I'm also posting the live, or no, not the lives, the Zodiac, monthly Zodiac readings to this channel. So make sure that you are, visiting that. I just posted air yesterday and fire was today. Tomorrow will be water and Friday earth. So pay attention, hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I am going live or posting new readings. What else? Please click on like and subscribe. It means the world to me. It's absolutely free for you, but it gets gives my channel some traction, so it is appreciated. I will be back tomorrow between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time for another live reading. It's actually my scheduled live reading, so you can count on me being here, and I hope to see you there. Yeah, so have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.